Is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Daniels looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw it, and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't it?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Second down, another carry for Jackson. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. 23 yards, the final tally. Thomas goes in motion left. A first down carry for Barkley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 1. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because...
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFL. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you? And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Here we go again. Ready?
Keep the back
Money talks. What the is he saying? Huh? You can ask his and ask his who's the man. Bro, them get the stepping like parades about them bands. My little tinker bell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go get some money. They playing. Hopped up out this cyber truck, my wrist cost a lamb. Tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. To these weak. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this chain over here, I underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I the 6 feet deep. Let's go, 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 let's go.
I picked up, let's go. She had too much fun. I think she got too motor in the trunk. Up out the roof. Got a. I think she lost one shoe. Gang the truth. I told her, oh my F's, you got the juice. I pulled up at her friend's house and kicked her out the coop. Gave it the boot. Bye bye. Yeah, she untamed gorilla. I was born in the zoo. That's why you so rude. Who the is you? I been this way since school. Spent the whole million on one set, it's ocean blue. That's why you so up, cause I pay my dues.
Let's go, 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 let's go.
Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom. Just give me that boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Stand to attention. I come to mention. Now we're gonna take you in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say no. Don't try to pull down my bandana. Can't let you ruin my shoe. got. Just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. Change up the gruesome. Now switch back to that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Come on, just give me that. Give me that.
I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician and electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be as friend to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Plus I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out. Shut me down. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, chicken out again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If what? If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name? So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack got treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that. Why? But you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you. My own kids that brass. They can off. Them and you are. You two are. Got two. Biggest root paws. What you thought you for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like a sample. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run
you
it back.
getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. No sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had him shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, this hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck or black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Be getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from. Round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
Today, it's Madden NFL football.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And no thought of bringing this one out. Down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Nix. Now he's forced out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Nix to the air. Open man right side is Rice. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing Nix. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Nix.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Nix. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Let's take it at around the 40. Avoids him at the 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a give, it's Jackson.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They go play action. Daniels.
Flushed out right.
Oh, no. The first throw of his career is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Nix.
He finds Wilson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
This is Mixon on the draw. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Throwing on 2nd down, Nix.
They'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. from the gun on 3rd down. Nix.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Play action. Now it's Daniels.
Flush to his right.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
On play action, here's Nix.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Nix.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. To throw is Daniels. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. On the carry, it's Jackson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Rolling to his right. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On the ground, this is Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They run again with Jackson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run on first down with Jackson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A throw over the middle taken in. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always a 1st and 10 here. You know, if they can just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Nixon will try the right side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On 1st down, here's Daniels to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached... It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Daniels now on 1st and 10. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. To the air goes Daniels. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, you know, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Jackson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Mix to throw on first down. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mixon up the middle. And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Nix. That one caught by Rice. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And quickly they get to the line. Off the play fake, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Daniels looking to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
70 Rangers.
Here's Daniels. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 33 yards that time. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots just continue to roll. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He's still barreling through. And out across midfield down to the 45. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Nix. There's a short one caught by Uzama. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Nix throwing on 3rd down. Open man here is Benson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Daniels now to throw on 1st down.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now a 2nd down throw for Daniels.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Pats get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. Back to the air with Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun is Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, Jackson pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Nix, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
3rd and a yard. Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nix to throw again. That complete to Downs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Nix. He finds his man complete. That's Rice. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and short yardage. Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Mixon with a first down carry. Runs through the contact. Down to the 41.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 35. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Check, 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 check.
Nix from the shotgun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the back. field. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Nix to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Nix to the air. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They go play action. Daniels.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
70, 18,
On fourth down, Daniels. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday.
Shoot my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shoot my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Your spot like, ayy, 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 ayy. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like, ayy. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, ayy. Shoot my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Grandma was in there, auntie was in it, ayy. Mama had triple A. Anyone anyway, I ride a shotty while bro had it get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? The sleep, then I light up the street.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. Beneath though, going triple pack. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing, I'm on. I get till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the art of my head from my phone. I ain't got no time to wait. And I let Adelman crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in a tank. I'ma pull up, just stun. Can't, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 Up in up. What you gonna do? I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it, I'm gonna get a coupe. My mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth. Let that in the past. My foot on the gas. The flow elevator, we fist and brad. How you want to deposit the memo of cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, gold. The events, hot to the bank cold. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend called, want me alone. None of my bitches, I be your home. And I I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Her. All in your brain. Her get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Open up. Yeah.
I'm tryna dodge a sentence. Just walked out the lavish store, pay a shoe, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting and I'm lane switching. Big, I'ma stand on straight business. Ducking on like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his missing. Baby, these all white, these ain't no Hirachi. Bad, 50 flow, eating hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hating, yup. Jury blinging, yup. Yup, phone ringing, yup. Hating, yup. Jury blinging, yup. I was bad in school, now I'm tryna dodge a sentence. Just walked out the lavish store, pay a shoe, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a beat. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like whoa, reaping what I sow. Others getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, got the lights on. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipes. She pressing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipes. She pressing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, all over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not what my way and go. Yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO. Yeah.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While
Wild up in the club like we wild in the studio. You don't wanna violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros.
Do
like
you really
that.
wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me,
Ain't God we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us. Yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. How me and my unit do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all the be always serving us. All up in between they where they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various, they wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, you stupid, you know we bout to bust. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. Fight the dust instead of you making the fuss. People know better cause they ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, yes you know better, we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow, that be marvelous. My whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we flick and reminisce on my people notorious.
do you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. No, son, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
100 racks